Do you really know the people around you? You think you can spot toxicity, heavy energy, unacceptable behavior. But what if I told you the real dangers are not obvious? The most destructive people are not villains. They're charming, kind, sometimes even family. And while you protect yourself from the obvious threats, you leave the door open to something worse. The unconscious of others invading your own. Carl Jung spent his life studying these hidden dynamics. He showed that what truly governs us is rarely conscious. And here lies the danger. When someone is blind to their own darkness, their shadow seeks a host. That host is often you. Think about it. How many times have you felt drained after a simple conversation? How many times blamed for what you didn't do? Or treated as a savior of someone else's tragedy? Jung called this projection, an unconscious mechanism where others dump what they refuse to see in themselves onto you. From that moment you stop being a person. You become a symbol, an enemy, a hero, a mirror, but never yourself. And the most disturbing part? You usually don't even notice. You think you're helping, being empathetic, mature. Meanwhile, you're sinking into a psychological battlefield that isn't yours. Jung warned, the greatest dangers do not come from deliberate evil, but from unconscious forces, people alienated from their own psyche. They're not evil, they're dangerous. Let's expose them. 6 types Jung would consider emotionally dangerous, not because they plan harm, but because they are prisoners of what they do not understand. 1. The unconscious manipulator. They project wounds onto you as survival. Instead of facing their own pain, they use you as a canvas. Charming, fragile, deep, but everything wrong in their life somehow becomes your fault. When they feel anger, it's because you provoked it. When they feel sad, it's because you disappointed them. You start doubting yourself, questioning if you're toxic. But the truth is, you're being used as a vessel for their shadow. 2. The bearer of the persona. Not every danger screams chaos. Some smile too perfectly. This person lives only through their mask, the role, the image, the facade. They seem flawless, controlled, polite. But behind the curtain lies a suffocated soul. And worse, they demand you wear a mask too. Living beside them, you begin censoring yourself, until even you forget who you are. 3. The owner of the repressed shadow. Disciplined, moderate, polite, but everything ugly, angry, or wild in them is buried, and the shadow always returns. They never explode, until they do, and when it comes, it's brutal. Behind their calm morality lurks bitterness, criticism, resentment. Living near them is like walking on a minefield. You never know when you'll trigger the blast. 4. The moral controller. Not every executioner carries a sword. Some use rules, dogmas, and guilt. They project their repressed desires onto others, condemning what they cannot accept in themselves. Their words sound like concern. It's for your own good. But it's not concern, it's control. They don't seek truth, they seek dominance over your soul. 5. The complexed. One moment affectionate, the next moment explosive. They are ruled by unconscious complexes, autonomous fragments of memory and trauma. They don't respond to you, they respond to old ghosts. Living with them is unstable, addictive, confusing. You shrink, walk on eggshells, hoping to calm storms that were never yours to control. 6. The psychic vampire. They don't want your presence, they want your energy. They drain it with constant need, subtle demands, endless dependence. At first you help, then you give time. Then you realize your very soul is being consumed drop by drop. Here is Jung's brutal truth. We are all capable of being one of these types. Manipulator, mask bearer, shadow carrier, controller, complexed, vampire. None of us are immune. The difference? Some project their darkness outward, while others confront it. Freedom begins the moment you dare to see your own shadow,